awesome people, and welcome back to the Extreme Ruby Nuzlocke Randomizer. Whatever episode this is, I do believe this is episode 14, which is some irony to the last episode because that was episode unlucky 13 and nothing bad actually happened. If anything, the bad stuff actually happened 2 episodes prior to that. Anyways, in the previous episode, nothing actually happened. Nothing major actually happened. Caught a few Pokemon, I do believe. We actually hatched our egg, which turned out to be a Wailmer. Not a very good Wailmer at that anyways. And we're now in Lily Cove City, and I'm starting the episode off forgetting my button control scheme. That's bloody awesome. Anyways, we have our current team here, and I've made the executive decision to go through and be like, well, the 5 Pokemon I currently have are actually quite good. I mean, exclude Keenan, who we haven't had a chance to raise up as of yet. This was originally a Gloom, but we used a Leaf Stone on it and evolved it into this amazing looking Blaziken. And since it's a final evolution, which is fighting Psychic with Intimidate, it has unfortunately the Brave nature, but it's A-okay basically in this randomizer. It has amazing stats, especially in special attack and HP. Defense is also quite good too. Special defense we're going to ignore at that point because that's absolutely dismal, but the fact that my team is so heavily physical based makes this Pokemon even better. Plus, it also has Leaf Blade and Dragon Claw, which are already 2 special moves in this generation. Meteor Mash and Cross Chop. Still quite decent moves, I will give them that. Fighting also does have a stab on this Blaziken, and I really hate this control scheme I've got set up currently on my my controller because I'm so used to playing an Xbox, yet I've got the opposite control scheme of an Xbox, which is not helping me at this point. So Cross Chop has amazing base power, 100 power there, and Meteor Mash also has 100, but they both have low accuracy moves, which was kind of a downside. Considering I did kind of just negate what I just said about them being decent moves. I don't know about those moves now. Just saying that out loud there. But yeah, the other Pokemon, we're currently raising up Handscar, which is our Pupitar, which is the special attacking Pupitar. Now, the other thing I have been thinking about since the last time I recorded, which was 3 weeks ago, which is funny because you think during those 3 weeks that I already had pre-recorded, I would have been recording more, but no, that wasn't the case. This thing has actually godlike speed. I only just realized that. I mean, everything else is kind of like, just around the average point there. Special attack is a little bit above average. HP is definitely above average now that I look at it. But anyways, the main point to why this Pupitar is somewhat decent is because it's got Calm Mind, Psycho Boost, Ice Punch, and Surf. It's basically already set up for a special attacker. But the unfortunate part of this randomizer is the fact that evolutions are also randomized, which means this could actually evolve into something terrible and completely reversing all the good work we've just done so far. Everything else, if you've been keeping up with the series so far, we have Dobbs, the Furret who's a dark type with Airlock. It's got decent somewhat stats, excluding special attack and speed, which is fine because it is a physical attacker. I do want to get rid of Aromatherapy for a much better move. Jump Kick. I'm actually quite surprised I didn't say Jump Cut at this point. Bulk Up and Ancient Power being our main moves there. Unfortunately, very, very, very small move pool there. As I said, I really want to get rid of Aromatherapy, but it's just going to be the case of finding a move that will actually be able to be learnt by Furret and also fit its moveset. Bully, who was our starter as well for the series. Again, it has really decent stats if you exclude a couple of stats there. It has really amazing HP. It has great special defense, so it's a very special defensive tank there. 86 attack and 62 speed. If you haven't picked up already, these stats are all randomized, which is why I'm kind of pointing these out now as a kind of a team recap for both yourself, if you've just joined in with the series, and for myself, because I seem to always forget all my stats when I'm playing through and I make stupid mistakes. Blissey, who is kind of like the monster of the team, again is another physical attacker, but this one's very, very, very tanky, with great special defense, great defense, and great HP as well, but the move pool isn't exactly what you call great. And the other thing, too, is we gotta do some encounters. We have to do Lily Cove's encounter. We then have to do the encounter on our way to Mount Pyre, which is the next place we're going, as well as Mount Pyre's actual encounter. And not only that, too, Hidden Power TM that we picked up in the previous episode is also Eruption, I do believe, from memory. I'm just saying this out loud because it's like, just in case I do end up making the executive decision to actually use it this episode, which I don't think I will. I still have a couple of other decent moves I can actually teach my Pokemon. Let's have a look. Like, if anyone can... No one can learn that. Softball, not really. I did buy some TMs, but a couple of them were kind of like, eh? Blizzard, who Okay, everyone can learn that. I think that was like, no, it's not Hyper Beam, I don't think. It's another type of move that everyone can learn. Anyways, I'm dribble jabbling. That took a little while to get into the episode. But anyways, that's kind of like the series where it is at this point in time. Now, I'm just going to quickly do, because while I'm in Lily Cove, I think I was meant to do restock in my items, which it doesn't look like I have to. I got 16 soda pops. Did I end up buying full heals? Because I said I was going to do that. I did. I bought plenty. I bought like so many super repels. Okay, I think I know why I did that. I'm like looking at me going, what were you doing in the, what the hell were you doing past me? Why have I got 50 super repels? But I think I just worked out why. I think I worked out why. It's alright. Well, now, can we actually like play the game properly? Where's my key items? This is an awesome start to the episode. We're rolling with it though. Good Rod, and my iPad just went off. And I didn't get a nibble while I was reading that message. It's alright, it's alright. It's just work related. It's nothing too important. It's alright. It wasn't exactly anything emergency urgent, which is great. So far no nibbles, which is not even a nibble. Why not? Come on. Do I have to jump in the water and actually go find a Pokemon myself? Alright, screw this. We're gonna go surf for a Pokemon because I don't feel like sitting here casting my rod 3,000 times to not find a Pokemon. And you have got to be serious. There's a Pokeball there too, I just saw. Alright, we finally found a Pokemon. It's a Blastoise! Nice, it's level 29. If it's got decent moves, this will be a pretty decent Pokemon to have on the team. Now the question's going to be, do I Ice Punch, which I think I'm going to. Low base power. Depending on like what its type is. Wow, that did nothing. Alright, that's not very effective. I should have gone heal my Pokemon though, now that I think about it. Should I Ice... I think I might Ice Punch again. It's got Truant! No! It's got Truant! I don't want you, bye! I'm sorry, I'm not going to all the effort to catch a Truant Pokemon. It probably was really decent, now that I think about it, because it took a special attack. And again, Pupitar special attack isn't what you call decent. I actually didn't want to go through all the trouble just to catch a Pokemon that seems decent when I'm battling it, just for it to turn out to be absolute trash. So, yeah, I'm going to cut my losses there and just run. So, yay, that was a bit of a disappointment. Okay, there's our first encounter down. Unfortunately, not the best encounter. So let's hope our remaining 2 encounters, because I don't know if we're going to get any further than... We might actually get a little bit further to be able to go and get some extra Pokemons. And the one thing I forgot to do before I started recording was actually open up my water properly, so I can have some drink of H2O during this recording. And of course, I can't open... There we go. Can't get the plastic off all that easy. There we go. Okay. Oh, that's some good water. I love electrolyte water now. I'm like addicted to electrolyte water. I don't know if that's a good thing or not. Alright, so let's continue on with the whole series in general. I do hope I actually didn't spend all that time. Well, I think I may have spent at least 5 minutes explaining like what we've done so far up to this point in the series as looking at my time. But anyways, I'm kind of stressing over that at the moment, so let's just stop talking about that. Let's move on to Mount Pyre. Oh no! I just realized what we were going to do in the previous episode and I didn't get time to do. And that was the Safari Zone. I made like a big deal about doing this, so let's do it. I was like, I swear I said I was going to go do another encounter. This is what I was going to do. Alright, 500 bucks for a Safari Ball. So whatever Pokemon we find in here first, whether it runs or not is going to be the question, because we have to use Safari Balls. We can't weaken them. So let's hope the first Pokemon we find is going to be decent. I should probably craft some Pokeblocks in Lily Cove. Ah, it's Neckens. It's level 29 though, so that's a thing. But if I crafted Pokeblocks, I actually could have kept this thing around for a little bit longer, so the whole threat of it running away isn't going to be an issue. That's a problem. Alright, it's watching carefully. It's watching very carefully as the Pokeball comes flying at its face. We got it. Nice. So there's our first Pokemon for the episode, which is Ekans. Ekans curls itself up in a spiral while at rest. Assuming that position allows it to quickly respond to a threat from any direction with a glare from its upraised head. And the nickname of the user that I was going to call this actually is very fitting. Damn, that's the first time I've actually done quite well on choosing a username. And that's going to be from Orochi, which could be like short for like Orochimaru and all that, which those of you watch Naruto will be very familiar with that name. He was like a snake dude who like metamorphs into like many other things, but he's mostly known for snakes, and just the fact that Orochi just itself, I do believe, has some type of connotation with snakes. Now, while this Ekans can evolve randomly into any other Pokemon, I do feel for the fact that the base Pokemon that we're catching here does in fact suit this person. So Orochi, I'm not even going to pronounce the last name there because I will indeed butcher it badly, but they did comment, and this is based off the previous episode where I kept saying like jump cut instead of jump kick, and I asked everyone like, what would you class jump cut as? Now I'm doing the absolute opposite now. If it was ever to be made a move in the series as like a brand new move or something like that, and I said jump cut, bug type, 60 base power, 5 PP, but always crits. Very similar to Aerial Ace, where that was like 60 base power, but it never misses. This one, however, does always crit instead, which is why it's got low PP. 60 base power also does nerf it down a little bit, so it's a bit like Frost Breath a little bit. So if that was the case, then you'd have to give it like really bad accuracy as well, say something like 90 accuracy, so it would be nerfed down a little bit. If you were to do that too, you'd probably be able to give it a little bit more PP as well. Now, I was dribbling there and wasn't actually typing. There we go, Orochi has been added to the team. And that's also our encounter. Out we go. Wait, I want to get out. Would you like to exit? Yes, I want to exit. Why else would I be talking to you? I want to get out of here. I know you probably expect me to go use all those 30 balls, but I can't. Okay, so the first thing we should probably do is have a look at the Orochi and see what... Oh, it's got an item, nice. Upgrade. Selling, unless... I don't think I'll go across a Porygon too. And I think I've already got... Oh, it's got minus, well that's useless most times. It's a water type. HP is absolutely amazing there for a levels 29. Defense, special defense, and special attack look about average when attack and speed's gonna be our lowest stats. Ice Ball, Quick Attack, Substitute, and Luster Purge. It could work because it's got 2 special moves already. Substitute, just to get around a couple of things. Yeah, I mean, it's a potential. It has major potential there, but as I said, it can evolve into something else, so it does have that holding it back, and it's a decent level as well. So I don't know, it could be a potential maybe. And this thing has shattered... Oh no, I'm getting flashbacks from the previous episode. I'm pretty sure I came across a Magneton and it killed me. Let's get rid of it. Oh wait. Oh, history does repeat itself once again. I did the exact same thing as I did last episode. And I'm so weak to... No, I'm not. Oh dear. Oh dear. No. Oh god, I should have used the super repel. Oh no. Don't use Mega Horn. Don't use Mega Horn. Yeah, you can use that. That's fine. Alright, how am I going to get around this? Mega Horn is physical, so Carmine is not going to save my ass here. Surf? That's not super effective. That's going to be not very effective. Should I just Carmine up? I need to be very cautious of my HP there, because if Mega Horn hits at about 3/4 of my health. Okay, it's going for Hillbell again. Okay, that's good, that's good, that's good. AI is stupid at times, which is great for me, because if it went for another Mega Horn twice in a row, or it critted, I would have lost my Pupitar. It didn't hit! Oh. I swear when it comes to these type of battles, they're too intense. So note to self, next time I come across a Magneton, just surf it, don't go for them. Don't go for the big hitting psychic move. Okay, we're good. I don't particularly want to throw in a super repel just yet because we are coming across a new encounter. I think we're on a new route now, 122. No encounter? I was gonna say no encounter. Nice. Coughing. Now, I do believe from memory I haven't caught a coughing. So let's ice punch this. Not good. Lovely kiss. Alright, since that's not very effective, let's go surf. Okay, so what is good against both ice and water? Water, of course. So let's Psycho Boost then. Just don't be like something weak to Psychic. Wow, that's... Then again, it's hard to really get a grasp. Wow, this coughing isn't very good, is it? Lovely kiss. Growl. Just keep Psycho Boosting. Because my special attack is harshly dropping too, so I'm not going to hit as hard either. Alright, it's down into the red. I mean, most times I would prefer being below 33% health to try and throw a Pokeball at it. But I think we might be here all day if I do that, so let's throw a Pokeball and see where we're at. Oh nice, see, I didn't have to waste my time. I could just throw the ball straight away, and we do that. Now... who have we got? I think I had to... I'm sorry, JJ, but I think I've got to name this coughing after you. I mean, it does evolve. Just put it that way. It could evolve into something awesome. But it's like, I don't know if I'm going to find a Pokemon that would be quite appropriate to name after you. So I do apologize. You can tell me off afterwards. So, JJ24-2. There we go, sent to the PC. Alright, we'll have a look at them. We'll have a look at JJ after I return to Lily Cove. I think for now, though, I might have put Han's car in the back. So far, like, all my Pokemon seem to be somewhat around the right level I need. Who should I... Might put Dobbs out the front. So, new encounter as well. I'm trying to think, should I do... Actually, no, I should do Blissey because it's a new encounter, so let's do that. Didn't mean to... Yay! I'm pressing a whole bunch of buttons and nothing's working. Alright, so we can climb the tower for experience, or we can continue outwards to continue on with progress, but I think I actually might climb the tower to try and get some experience. Like, that'd be great for Han's car. And be also great for some of my teammates too, because the next gym leader is going to be in the 40s. So we have a bit of time to grind up our Pokemon a little bit higher than 40. We also have, I do believe, maybe have 5 or 10 minutes left for grinding, because I do believe in the previous episode I didn't grind, which means I would technically have 10 minutes on the clock for grinding, I think. But I might just play it safe if I am to grind and do 5, just in case I did grind the previous episode and I didn't note it properly. So that could be a thing too. So just depending on like what's spawning out here, because I'm actually not going to throw my Super Repel on for the sake of just figuring out what type of Pokemon are around this area, just in case like this is a great grinding spot. Alright, so do that. Weeper Berry. So now I've got a choice here. Do I have Pupitar second? Yes, I do. I have yet to find an encounter, which is kind of annoying. Puts Bliss in the front for an encounter, doesn't get an encounter all that easily. Alright, so we got Psyduck and Wigglytuff. Oh! Who remembers the anime? Wigglytuff was like a film star or something like that in the anime, and Psyduck came along with Misty and Ash and all that. And Wigglytuff was trying to look for like a co-support role. And Wigglytuff ended up falling in love with the adorable Psyduck there. Ah, perfect! Such a perfect anime reference. And Wigglytuff nearly goes down there to the Pupitar, which I just realised was the same level. Oh, of course you go for the Wigglytuff at the Blissey. Now, I swear... Oh, wait, did I have Water Absorb, or did I have something else? No, I swear I had Water Absorb. I thought I would have taken up... Oh, it would have eaten more, because I didn't take any damage, I don't think. Oh, wait, anyways, Wigglytuff goes down. I'm going to watch that again, because I wasn't actually watching. No, it must only hit 2 Pokemon in this gen. I'm so used to surfing everyone on the field because of VGC recently. Anyways, that Psyduck's a little bit scary. It's setting up there. And I'm sleeping on the job. I'm going to go fly because I'm probably an idiot here. We'll go... Was it Dobbs? I'm pretty sure it was actually Bully. He was like my defensive... No? 94 defense. No, it wasn't. It was actually Furret that I need out in the lead. Just in case. And I'm still sleeping on the job. I do have aromatherapy technically on Dobbs, so I can wake up my Blissey if I really needed to wake. Actually, I won't do fly. I'm going to do strength and then go aromatherapy, which is... Oh, come on! You annoying Blissey! Why did you just wake up? I was going to wake you up with aromatherapy. Right. Well, that happened. Didn't matter anyways because the battle ended. Right, moving on. I still have yet to find an encounter. I want to... Here we go. My encounter is going to be Fluffy. That's actually not too bad because level 24 and we get Ampharos at like level 36 or something like that. Somewhere in the 30s. So Iron Defense there is going to raise Flaffy's defense. Alright, it's going to hurt. I completely read that as something else. It's like Flaffy just escaped. I was going to be saying, what? Since when can, like, binded Pokemon run like that? Anyways, Flaffy's going for another Iron Defense. I just realised as well, I didn't timestamp the previous catch. Oh yeah, I didn't have to timestamp because I actually didn't go into my party. Never mind. Apparently, I can't even timestamp properly. Alright, got the paralysis, nice. So that's going to increase the catch rate, and it's actually going to be below 33% now, which is good. Now we can throw a Pokeball, and while I'm doing that, I'm going to find a comment, because I'm all over the place at the moment. And that's in the Pokeball. Now, do I have another comment? Alright, I found one. So we got Werewolf. Is it Elf? How do you pronounce it? Ooey. Oh dear, that probably sounded terrible. I was like, ooey. I'm like, I don't think that's how you pronounce it properly. So Werewolf. Poof. Said, I think Jump Cut would be a physical bug move with a high crit ratio. Maybe everyone thinks high crit ratio. All right. With 70 base power though, so it says 60 going for 70 again. Oh, how am I gonna? I'm going to do something I'm probably going to regret in case I ever do use this Pokemon, but I'm gonna call it Pomf. Just for the sake of memes, because just after how I just pronounced that. Ooh, I'm pretty sure it's not how you pronounce it. I'm so behind on memes. Anyways, thanks for commenting on the previous episode. So yeah, if you do want a chance to be featured as a nickname, make sure to leave a comment in the comment section below one of these videos, and you may have a chance of being featured in the series. Now that I've done that, I can actually go back to being Furret as my lead Pokemon. I should really be using Blissey now that I think about it, because Blissey really does need level up moves, but I kind of got a feeling being a Blissey, its level up moves are going to be very scarce. I don't know, I might have to double check that one. But anyways, we've got the Barboach. But at the same time, having said that too, I do need another move on Dobbs. Maybe it might be wise to level up Dobbs, plus it's going to be like a fast erratic level up as well. Because it is like a Route 1 Pokemon, so it should have a very fast level up. And of course, oh no, as I said, I'm having like a lovely episode at the moment. I've not long woken up, and And I've always told myself, never record videos before you, like, just a little bit after you wake up or before you go to bed, because I always seem to do very, very questionable moves in my recordings when that happens. I need to have that balance right smack bang in the middle of the day. Nope, I'm an idiot and do it just a little bit after I wake up, where I'm not quite awake yet. It's alright, I'm probably going to do something stupid and I will regret it in a future episode. I bet. Oh, my bag's full, alright. That happened. Alright, what can I get rid of at this? Oh, Macho Brace. I don't know why I'm still holding that, to be honest. Hardstone, Smoke Ball. Is there anything I can use right now? Oh, PP ups. I can actually use that right now, actually, if I really, really, really wanted to. Which I might have to. I do have a Hyper Potion. Okay, let's have a, like... I did say I wanted to use a PP up on Furret. Like, give Ancient Power a bit more PP. I think I may do that. Because there's no point using it on Pupitar, because as I said, it still has to evolve, and it's not to say that it'll evolve into a physical attacker, which is probably, you know, knowing my luck, that's probably going to happen. So I'm going to boost PP for Ancient Power and hope that's not a bad thing. Miracle Seed is quite handy, so I'm not going to knock that. We could always get like a decent grass type move and then have to put Miracle Seed on that Pokemon, so it's kind of like a just in case type of thing. Alright, Snorunt, level 31. So the levels are starting to go up, which is why I said I really wanted to focus on trying to get like my main 3 or main 4 up in levels. Because we're starting to fall a little bit behind there a little bit. We're not really behind, but we're starting to like be caught on like a little bit. It's starting to rubber band quite nicely. And the next gym leader, as I said, is going to be in the 40s. So we really, really need to start working on our levels a little bit. Need to work for at least level 45 at the very minimum. That should give us a nice, I guess, level difference. 45 to 50 would give us a nice level range there, because I think 50 should give us at least a range where it still should suffice for the very last gym and the Elite Four as well. Level 33, well, anyways, it doesn't matter because Pupitar needs to be at least close to 50 or even in the 50s to even evolve. Which is one big downside of using Pupitar, I guess. Hoppet, so far this ain't looking like a very nice area to grind in. It just, really isn't. And a lot of things I'm versing too don't seem to like my Furret at all, because I always go for Jump Kick. And it's always resisted, isn't it? And Ancient Power's not going to cut it during grinding, so I can only use 6 of them. Alright, so we're near the top here. Teacher, please watch over my progress. I will, my pupil. Show me your progress. No! This thing's a ghost type, and it has bloody Doom Desire. The last time I saw this, everything went to garbage. Ah, no. No, you're not, no. I've already fallen. Damn, that did so much for not being... Wow, I got a stat boost too, alright. It's no longer an omen, if anything. It's going, yay, bringing me good luck. Just depends. Barrier, alright. Raising its defense, it will go down next episode. Next turn. Wow, sorry, I just got a little bit flustered because I just had flashbacks to that one episode where I saw Mighty Eater and my Salamence end up dying that very same episode. It was not very pleasant, let's just say. Ice Punch. Not very much damage done there. And Jump Kick is going to be a critical hit there and takes out the Rhydon, which I guess suits the jump cut that everyone keeps saying should be critical hit there. Alright, we got the Shuckle. Let's just Jump Kick this once again. It didn't crit though. Iron Tail does miss, which is great. Go for the Jump Kick, and off you go. I just kicked you off the stage. And they're done. Teacher, please forgive me. Yes, you gave me a bloody heart attack with that Mighty Ina. I can't look at Mighty Ina the same in the series now. Wow, it's a Steelix. That would make great grinding fodder. Can we see a few more of them? Oh, that's very interesting. Oh no, wait, that can knock off my item, can't it? Or does it take my item? It's one of the two. I just realised I just went for jump kick, never realised it wasn't very effective and just kept doing it. I don't have any PP anyways. Alright, let's go into Granville. It loves using Covert. Unless it's choiced. I'm gonna assume actually it's choiced because it hasn't actually taken an item from me, which means it is holding an item. I kind of wish I had feet. Oh no, it's not choiced. It just seemed very weird for it to keep using Covert. Still haven't worked out what type this is. I think I'm not really paying attention at the moment. What? Fighting? Yeah, fighting sounds... Wasn't I just using Psychic? No... Okay. It's alright, I'm generally not paying attention there. As I said, I fully haven't woken up yet, so... There can be many things that can go wrong because of this. Alright, so yeah, I think we're like a level or two off the top here. Which is cool. I said, I really came up here for an extra little bit of experience. And just to see what was up here too in regards to wild Pokemon, except the wild encounter rate isn't exactly what you call amazing here. So jump kick. I actually generally needed to jump cut just then too, except I leaned my way off of it. 384 experience there, Pupitar just getting a little bit more experience. Camerupt is up next with the last Pokemon. Of course you're not very effective. Alright, so it can't be statused at this point. Alright, we're gonna swap out. Let's go into Hans. See what we can do there. A little bit of extra experience for Hans isn't gonna hurt anyone. Just, oh yeah, if you can poise me if you want. I've got plenty of full heals and all that, so that's not really an issue. Go for Surf there, see what that does. Wow. Okay, Psywave is, whoa, that's gonna do a lot of damage. We're out of here. Hello, Billy. Alright, I might just lead with Bully. So Smog misses. I just generally don't want to stay in and get hit by another Psywave. That did a lot of damage. Alright, Crunch is going to take it out. Again, that should be some nice experience. Not so much for like the other two, but for Pupitar definitely. Alright. So as I said, we should be near the top. This should be, yes it is the top. So as I said, this should very well be the top, or the next one's going to be the top. When I'm here, there's a curious power here, I feel, or something like that. Corfish, corfish! Yeah, let's go for jump kick. It's the only option I've got, and I'm assuming it's not very effective. Yep, it's not very effective! Sing it with me, people, it's not very effective! You think with the move, or sorry, the type that is generally hits everything and is the most stable type of move in a competitive, every Pokemon I go up against, it's not very effective. Generally, that's a rule of thumb. You carry like a fighting type move or a ground type move when it comes to competitive play, because they tend to hit the most type of types in the game, except in this randomizer, it just seems to be the complete opposite. Do not use a fighting type move. Don't know about ground, I haven't really used too many of them. It's a Spike that I caught the previous episode. I don't actually remember what this type this was. It's not very effective, isn't it? From now on, every time I use jump kick, I'm just going to say it's not very effective. Just assume it's not very effective at this point. It's not very effective. Ooh, that was weak. I really need to play Pokemon Stadium again. I really do miss it. If anything, actually, at one point, I was actually generally thinking of putting the Stadium announcer as my notification sound for my phone. And I still haven't gotten around to doing it because I was like, I can't seem to find like the... So, hold on. This is bad. This is very bad. We saw Mighty Ina, and the TM I picked up was Doom Desire. That's not good. The game's telling me something bad's gonna happen. If there's anything bad was gonna happen, it's either gonna be Pubertar dies or Furret dies. It's the two that I'm probably looking at probably happening. Dobbs dying is actually a big thing because it has already died once. So for it to die again, honestly would not surprise me. And it's not a good start to the battle. Okay, it's not gonna... Oh my god. I can't run. That's terribly not... God damn, I was gonna say, come on! Oh my god, get through the bloody hole! Alright, I think I might just throw my super repel on now. Because if the game's telling me something bad's gonna happen, I'm gonna heed its advice and just completely not let that happen. My bag is full. Is there actually anything in my bag that I can get rid of? Why did I not put anything in the PC? We don't need Macho Brace. That's actually used for like EV trading. Fresh water I'm picking up because that's like free recovery, so I'm not saying no to that. I need recovery all the bloody time. Now, what's this? That can stay there. Even though it sells for like a lot of money, it's just not worth picking up. Alright, we're out of... no, not quite out of here. We can take this. Now we're out of here. I want to heal up my Pokemon first before we can proceed any further, because we do need to head west of that area in order to proceed in the story, so let's not risk it. Let's heal up our Pokemon. And we still have to work out a great area to train, though I was actually thinking that the area around the Safari Zone actually was a decent area to actually train, because the Magneton, while it does have Shadow Tag, does actually give out quite a lot of experience. And as I said earlier in this episode, when we do encounter another Magneton, just use Surf. Don't worry about using Phoebe Woggy, because it's not very effective. And I'm pretty sure I didn't do a grinding in the previous episode, because I think I ran out of time in general, which means I do have 10. But I'm just thinking, should I actually do the 10 minutes or should I just do 5? Just in case. But I think when push comes to shove, I think I should probably do the 10. So just set my watch. 3, 2, 1, and puck! Oh, I just realized too that, this is terribly not... Hold on, I'm just gonna restart. And just pause because, like, I actually didn't set my team up properly. We're not counting that, so yeah, before I realized that, I did lose, like, 6 seconds, but that's alright. I just wanted to, like, throw Pubertar in the front, considering I am training that. Oh no, my super repel's on! Oh no! I'm losing so much time. Alright, since it is my own rules, let's cancel that. I'm just gonna wait for my repel to wear off first, because, like, there's no point... There we go. There's no point wasting all that time, considering I'm not gonna have any encounters. So now the 10 minutes officially starts here. That's the worst... I don't know why you're saying that to me, Watch. I couldn't hear you. Oh, is my timer still running? Yes, it is. I just had to... Goddamn technology half the time. Alright, Lapras, let's go... Well, this is great, because I never encountered Lapras before, I don't think. Oh, that's fine, can't mind. I have to kill a couple of turns here, but at least the next derp is going to OHKO it. Another can't mind. And Bind is actually going to do nothing this time, because I actually outsped it before I could use Bide. Unleashed, and that failed. That's the first time in the series that actually has failed, because all the other times it's hit me, it's been successful in doing that. Good night. Oh wow, it still lived. Damn. It's actually quite a shame I didn't get the Lapras as my encounter, because that was actually quite decent. Mach Punch being great for priority, and just like, well, it just depends like what its other two moves were and its ability, but just the fact that it had Mach Punch was quite handy. And I just went Psycho Boost by absolute accident there. Which actually put Surf as my first move, so that doesn't happen. Oh, it's not gonna matter because it's dead. That's fine. Though, I do lose a bit of time there as well with the status drop animation, so, I guess. So, Psycho Boost the Spoinks. I guess I can Psycho Boost the Lapras. Well, Surf was... Oh, I missed. That's the first time I've seen that. Alright, Psycho Boost again actually connects this time, and we've used up 2 minutes so far in grinding. We have 8 minutes left. If we can get level 35, that's kind of what I'm aiming for, so that'd be great if that actually does happen. Right, slowly there, we're a quarter of the way. Lapras and Magneton is kind of what we're aiming... Oh, nice, we're at Lapras again. Lapras and Magneton are kind of like the big XP givers, so... Unfortunately, why didn't I use PP up on... Oh, yeah, because I made the argument just in case I evolved into a physical attack. It meant it was going to be... Wow, 2 Pokemon that are, like, weak to Psycho Boost on this route. That's fine, you can go for that, because you're going to go down next step. I hope you go down next turn. Not quite. But you're going to go down before you actually use Bides, that's fine. Unless you have some type of, like, focus ban or something like that. I would have cried if that was the case, because I think I could have come very close to actually... Another Lapras. I don't have anything to heal my PP! I have, like, 1 Psycho Boost left. Is it going to kill? Hell no, it's not going to kill. I think that might have been a max roll, though. That thing has Dynamic Punch? Hot damn, and it's got Mach Punch. Why did I not... Why did I not get, like, a Lapras as my encounter? I'm actually generally salty I did not get Lapras as my encounter. I am generally salty. That actually seemed like a real decent Pokemon, too. Oh, well, I guess you win some, you lose some. I think most of my cases, though, I've lost most of my encounters. And when I say that, I actually mean, like, a lot of my encounters, I've actually gotten the worst encounter for the route. Zangoose, alright. I haven't seen that yet. This can give some nice experience. I'm all out of Psycho Boost, though. Alright, at least that goes down to 1 hit from Surf. That's good to know. Because everything so far hasn't died in 1 hit, which has slowed down the grinding process quite a lot. We're at the 5-minute mark. There's the Magneton, by the way. I was actually waiting for that to pop up. So I can't accidentally hit Psycho Boost. That's an advantage of having 0 PP on it. Goes to the Thunder Shock. Luckily I healed, because while it does minor damage, it could have ended in disaster in some way if I was very low on HP. Uh-oh. Oh no. Oh no. Don't you dare crit! If that crits, I go down. That's the only problem with this at the moment. I do have a lingering threat of a crit OHKOing me. So that's something I do have to keep in mind. So where's my Soda Pops? Where's my Soda Pops? Where's my Soda Pops? Soda Pop! Alright, back to full health. So yeah, so far the biggest threat on this route is Megahorn from a Magneton. Other than that, I've yet to see any other big threats, excluding maybe like this Lapras. I just want to have a quick look at how much Ice Punch does. It does nothing. Though, I kind of... Wow, if that hits me, that's going to hit very hard. Alright. I'm quite luckily Dynamic Punch has like 50% accuracy. Because I may be in range now for an OHKO from Dynamic Punch if it actually lands. If it lands, that is. Now, it will let the Surf. I will have to heal because if the next Mach Punch does crit for whatever reason, I will go down. Or if it does use Mach Punch, but I'm not going to take that risk because it probably will take me down. It didn't, it went for Dynamic Punch, but as I said, just in case. I don't want to lose Pupitar. Especially the fact that I put this much work into raising it up. Level 35 regardless, we have hit our grinding goal for this particular grinding. So if we can get at least maybe halfway, we had 3 minutes and 50 seconds left. There is a Grimer. I generally, as I said, I would like to get this to a stage where Pupitar can evolve, but it's like, that's an amazing level I've got to get it to, so hopefully it does survive that long to actually see an evolution. I mean, I'm out of... Oh no, this is bad. I'm out of PP for a lot of my moves now on Pupitar. Sand Tube. The problem now is I'm going to have to like swap my Pokemon out to Bully because Ice Punch doesn't hit Lapras, well, it's resisted for one, so that's bad, and it's got low base power too. Combined with the fact that I have to really use Calm Mind to do any type of major damage with Ice Punch. So we're going to go quickly into Bully and finish off the last remaining 3 minutes of this grinding session. So 3 minutes remaining. Let's see what we can do. As I said, I'd like to get it to halfway through level 35, but I don't think that's going to happen. Purely because now all my experience is going to get halved. And I haven't seen a Lapras for a little bit. Critical hit. Zangoose looks like it's just very frail. So that's cool. More of them would be great because then I could just fly through all my experience grinding. Crap, Magneton. I still haven't worked out what this is, so I'm just gonna go Crunch. I'm a rock type, so that's good. And I'm like very defensive as well, so that's not going to be a big threat there. Thundershock isn't really much of a threat either, not very effective, so that kind of gives me a little bit of an idea what it's going to be. It's either like a fighting type, which it's not because... Okay, I'm going to say it's a steel type, just working out from there from like process of elimination, which is funny. If it is a steel type, then it actually took the vanilla typing there for Magneton, and it had Thundershock too, which is amazing, so... I love how it had like somewhat vanilla type moves, oh sorry, 2 vanilla type things on Magneton. Potential steel type, and it also had Thundershock as well. That's awesome. We've actually seen that quite a bit because Mr. Mime had Soundproof, which is something that Mr. Mime actually has in the vanilla version too. Alright, just go Body Slam on this one. We have 1 minute and 20 seconds left. We've got the Paralysis on the Golbat. Trying to really push out and squeeze out that last bit of experience here, so we're counting down very close to 1 minute left. It's the final countdown. Do 50 seconds left. Going for the camouflage there. Come on, Bully, we can push through these last few encounters and get us some experience. Alright, that was a little bit scary. Please don't do that again. 30 seconds left. Oh, I have to heal. Alright. I'm going to have to quickly swap into... No! Why do you always do that to me? Switch! Come on, Blissey, don't let me down, We've got the last relay runner here for the 10 minutes, and we have 13 seconds left on the clock. Ah! Damn it! I was like, damn it, if we can land on like a Lapras or Magneton as our last encounter, that would have been great, but unfortunately, we didn't. Strength, and that is time for the grinding. And we didn't even take it out in one attack either, which is amazing considering how much attack this Blissey actually has. Then again, I did get an attack drop, and my attack just fell even further there with Feather Dance. I am so thirsty at the moment, it's not funny. Right, Grimer goes down. Okay, now we go heal up my Pokemon. But before we do, let's have a look where we ended up with experience. And we ended up with... just missed out on the halfway mark, but it's still impressive regardless. So we did grow a level, and we're nearly halfway through the next level too, so I'm fine with that. That was perfect. A little bit dodgy here and there with the grinding there, a couple of like near deaths. That's fine. We're still alive. That's the main thing. We're still alive. Alright, time to actually progress with the story. So, yeah, we should be able to at least progress the story at Mount Pyre and then be able to open up the next area. I'm just trying to think where we go actually after Mount Pyre. If we go straight into the hideout or if we actually continue on to... Thingy Jiggy. And Charmander just bounced up in the air using its tail. I'm assuming that's the only way a Charmander can actually bounce into the air like that. Actually, that's quite surprising considering I just did a 10-minute grind there and Charmander was actually never seen. So that must be like the extremely rare encounter for that route. Quite nice to see actually when that happens. I should actually kind of... I'd like to take that down, but I'm not going to. Alright, moving on. Finally. Actually, can I cut that? Actually, do I have anyone with cut at the moment? No, I can't. Actually, I do. It's called an Ekans. I just want to quickly teach cut to Ekans because I think I actually missed a few things in the previous route because I didn't have cut. And if I really need to take off cut as well, that isn't exactly like a hard thing to do. So I'm going to get rid of quick attack there. Because it is a special attacker. And as I said, like if I really badly need to get rid of it, I can just easily use the Moods Leader. So Ekans use cut, come down. Ah. Never mind, that was not worth it. Rats. Okay, never mind. There's actually like two things I can actually do once I've done Mount Pyre. I can actually go south of this route. Oh look, it's Keenan! Keenan before he evolved into Blaziken. It's got Drought too, that's amazing. Never really got to use Keenan as the Gloom because I kind of boxed it straight away, but imagine if I found it then, it would be level 33 instead of level 15. That would have been, oh, look how common this thing is now. I'm so not salty about that fact. Amnesia? Oh. Then again, I actually don't mind the moves actually it has at the moment. Amnesia, while it would have made it very special defensive. Look, it's got Foresight. What exactly is that going to do for me? Finally, I run away. I should actually put something that's a little bit speedier because I'm struggling to run away at this point. Who can go for... Oh, wait, why's my thing going off? Oh, I'll reply to that after. I'm near the end of my episode and I've got work content to me. That's awesome. I'm gonna get rid of the Hearthstone because it only sells for like 50 and I've had like so many Hearthstones it's not funny. But I will have to go through and do some item management after. Okay, that's cool. I'll answer that. It's funny. As I said, oh damn, that's a Suicune. I knew I might have recorded at the wrong time because A, I'm not long working up, and B, I'm still technically on work duty at the moment. I mean, I've technically wrapped up all my work for the week, but, you know, I am part-time editor at this point, so my work technically doesn't end until the weekend. But that's cool. Next time I'll try and time my recording sessions so I'm not getting my iPad spammed every 20 minutes or so. So TM42 light screen. Rats. Alright, quickly move up. There is Pokemon. I mainly want the items. I think that's what I mainly want. I'm just trying to think because there are a few hidden items that I'm aware of in this area. But then there's going to be a question of, can I actually remember where they are? I think around here there's a hidden item. Black Flute, that's something. Nothing major though, so that can be either sold or tossed, one of the two. A glass... Oh! A glass flute that keeps... Oh, it's a repel. Never mind, I thought I read that as a an item that can prevent Pokemon from fleeing. I do apologize for my iPad going off in the back there. I don't know actually if my microphone can pick this up. Oh, actually it might be. I'm just looking at my wavelengths and it looks like it is. Got a Safari Ball. Can I actually even use a Safari Ball without the game crashing? Because technically I'm not allowed to use that unless I'm in the Safari Zone. I actually... I can't actually use the ball anyways because of my own rulings. But I did say I'm allowed to use the Safari Ball inside the Safari Zone because technically, like, it counts as a Pokeball in that area. But just the fact I just picked it up then as an action item now kind of, like, comes around and bites me in the ass for my own rulings. Strength. I will get that to think though, but I'm pretty sure, like, if it's not in the Safari Zone, I'm not going to use it. And I can't play... Wow, was that... I think my frames just dropped, like, down to 0 or something like that, which is terrible. I hope that's not going to do anything to the actual recording. Now I'm actually generally scared. Alright, got the paralysis on the Dragon Breath. My special attack is also, like, quite high, considering I've got very low special attack. So even with that +2 in special attack, Dragon Breath is still doing nothing. I mean, it's still doing, like, considerable damage regardless, but still. I'm level 40. I should be doing a lot more damage. I actually did really well to avoid all those hits. Flatter is actually one of the worst moves if you compare it to, like, Swagger. I mean, there's a few instances where Flatter is probably better than Swagger. Using, like, a Psych Up type of strategy, you just give the opponent Flatter with a +2 special attack there, then you just Psych Up and you get a +2 special attack boost as well, and then you can, it's actually quite handy if your Pokemon actually can't raise its own special attack, so it's about the only instance where they actually would be quite handy. And while I'm blubbering on here, uh-oh, wait, this is Paris. Aww. What move did I use last episode to take this thing out? Because it's got Wonder Guard. I'm pretty sure this is going to have Wonder Guard, so... Oh, okay, it just went by. Claydol. I had a Claydol, like, yonks ago. And it died. Well, I think I may have had a Claydol, or I had a chance of catching a Claydol, one of the two. Right, Wing Attack. Not very effective. Gotta crunch that. Goodbye. And then the Para should come back out now. Now, there is an off chance that this Paris may not have Wonder Guard. It may have randomized to have its potential second ability. But we'll find out. Nope, it's got bloody Wonder Guard again! I knew it! It's the return of the bloody Wonder Guard shenanigans. I don't seem to go an episode where I don't come across Wonder Guard. And I don't even one-shot it. Then again, I'm only doing 41 damage, I guess, with Wonder Guard. With Seismic Toss. That is generally annoying. I've now had 3 episodes in a row where I've had a Wonder Guard Pokemon. Now I'm probably going to potentially die to a Wonder Guard. I'm calling it. The way that this area is going to end is I come across a Wonder Guard Pokemon and my counters all die to it, and then I can't take it out, because by that point, it's game over. Now, in the case that, you know, I do have my team wiped out, if my entire team wipes out, then that is game over. But I did get asked if my main players do all die and say, Keenan's the only survivor by that point. What am I going to do by that point? Is it a restart or what's happening? Now, I did say actually in the comment section, if that is the case, and God forbid that actually happens, the whole 5-minute or 10-minute grind will still be in effect. So I can't take that off in the case scenario that, you know, all of these Pokemon die and Keenan's last Pokemon remaining. I'm gonna have to, like, fight through and hope that I can level up Keenan to a point, or just survive and just be a monster Pokemon and just destroy everything regardless of its level. But if that's the case, as I said, the point I'm trying to make is I'm still going to be fighting with a low-level Pokemon to try and get through the game. I don't think it'll happen of me, like, managing to turn it around, but it still would be funny to see if I could turn it around with Keenan. But I think at that point, if everyone was wiped out and I hadn't used my grinding session, I'd probably just pop it at that point and see what I could do. Turn everything around. Alright, Latios lived, no surprise. I'm only just 4 levels above this too. Alright, so Pupitar is doing quite well so far to, like, survive and still knock out Pokemon a couple of levels lower than it, so... Whew. Dang, too strong. Yeah, this Pupitar is going to be amazing, though. If it ever does evolve into a decent Pokemon. If it evolves into a special attacking Pokemon, then by God, it's going to be, like, so strong. It is going to be a mate. Oh my God, another... We've had Suicune, Raikou, and Latios in this episode. Damn. I'm hoping this isn't going to be, like, the thing that takes me out. No, I take it out with a critical hit. Nice! Alright. Nice experience too, brings me just a little bit below the halfway point for Pupitar being level 37. Cacturne is the last Pokemon to come out. I'm just going to go for a Surf here. And that's super effective. Will it take it out? Wow, that went down very slowly. So either it's got like amazing health or it's got nice special defense mixed in with it too. But that took it that like a beast. But as I said, I don't think Pupitar's special attack was anything like godlike or anything like that. It was just average compared to its attack anyway, but yeah, it's still doing quite well, but not to the point where it's one-shotting things. But yeah, we're up with Maxie. Not you again. You impeded our plans repeatedly, but this time you're too late. The blue orb that rests atop Mount Pyre. I am Maxie, claim it as mine. Finally, I can realize my grand design. Come, crew, it's Slateport next. Oh, that's the next place I'm going then. Oh no, this cannot happen! How could they take the blue orb? The blue orb and red orb must never be separated. They belong together. Fine, you take the remaining red orb. Please take after that foul man and get the other orb back. And we obtain the red orb. Right, key items, and what's this old dude gonna say? Mount Pyre is where we calm the spirits of Pokemon that have passed on. This is as high place where one can see all of Hoenn. The dissembled spirits of Pokemon must find solace here. Is it coincidence that you are here? Will you hear out my tale? A tale long told in the Hoenn... Well, may as well. It happened long ago. Long ago. I said it twice, I don't know why. The world was whacked by a ferocious clash between the Pokemon of the land and the Pokemon of the sea. The Pokemon of the land raised mountains and created continents. The Pokemon of the sea raised huge waves and carved out oceans. Their fierce duel raged without end. The world was engulfed in vicious storms and massive infernos. The red orb and the blue orb brought an end to the calamity. Light poured from the two orbs and becalmed the enraged adversaries. The pair made docile, buried deep under the ground where they disappeared. I swear I butchered most of that. If I did, I do apologize. Dyslexia is indeed a big beast. I mean, it's a bigger beast than what Groudon and Kyogre is. I'd probably compare it to a Ray at that point. But it's still a thing. Is there actually any items here? Yes, there is. Iron. Oh, I actually want that. The Black Flute, if I didn't get rid of that, can go. Considering it's just a repel, and I have like 50 super repels. Alright, iron. We can either sell that or we can use that, but I think I'm going to use that. Iron, and we use that on Pupitar just to raise its defense, so I can make it just a little bit way more defensive. I'm just going to double check the other end, because I may have missed an item there. I don't think I did. From here, I'm just going to double check down here. Dragon Fang, nice. So that raises the power of Dragon type moves. And it also can evolve a Pokemon, I do believe. Now, there should be another item upon yonder. No, maybe not. I could be wrong. There is an encounter though. A Meganium. That would have been a decent Pokemon to have. And no items? No. There may have been an item there, but I'm not going to go for it. Now, can I fly? I can. Now, they wanted us to go to Slateport. Oh, no, we do have to go to Slateport because we have to activate an event there. So I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to end the episode. Because otherwise, I can't proceed any further. So before I go any further, of course, I'm going to heal because I'm bound to forget to do that in the next episode. And we do have a couple of Pokemon we can check over. And there was like a coughing we caught. There was There was something else I caught. I've just completely derped and forgot what it is. So move Pokemon. Oh yeah, Flare. Alright, JJ is a water ice type, that's alright. Inner Focus is Laxnature. Wow, that's another very special defensive Pokemon. Everything else just looks trash. Speed and defense, I guess. No, they're dreadful. Ha! If you compare it to special defense and HP, they're trash. Yeah, that's just general trash. I'm so sorry, JJ, I named you after that. I'm so sorry. And I swear I'm still saying that wrong. Psychic with Blaze. And... well, attack and defense are definitely write-offs. And we've got special attack, special defense, and speed, which are about average, and HP being, again, above average. Why is that a thing? Mega Horn, Brick Break. Yeah, nah. Damn, another Pokemon that's a write-off, considering its attack stats dreadful. Ah, well, these two are now completely unusable. And I think this is like just my general alive box, but just my, you know, meh box as well. Like, I have plenty alive, but the problem is... all of them just aren't useful in a way. Oh yeah, I should probably put Ekans in there too. I just don't want it around in my box just in case. I mean, even with Cut, which is quite handy field move. And then again, I said Ekans actually was kind of like a potential usable, so I'm gonna put that in the potential usable box. Just in case I ever get to a stage where I'm like, okay, I actually do need to raise up a couple of other Pokemon because someone just died, heaven forbid. Alright, let's just do this. Yes, indeed, we intend to move ahead with our exploration. That's wonderful, Captain Stern. Thank you for taking the time from your busy schedule to talk to us. We hope we can interview you again with news of more discoveries. And away they go. Whew, that was my first time to be filmed for TV. That was nerve-wracking. Oh, KrimZen, you're looking great. We made a huge discovery on our last seafloor exploration. We found an submarine can't go underground last I checked, underwater cavern for Route 128. We think it's a habitat of a Pokemon that's said to have been long extinct. Captain Stern, I presume? Oh, wait, hold on. It just took over. With Team Magma assured control of your submarine, your objections are meaningless. We expect your total cooperation. Just watch and learn what Team Magma have planned. What was all that about? It sounded like someone using a megaphone. Where did it come from? It's from the harbor, the submarine. They're taking it. I'm dyslexic. Can you bugger off for 10 seconds, please? KrimZen, please come with me. I can't read all of a sudden. Whatever with you. All that effort you spent following me from here all the way from Mount Pyre, but now no one can stop us, no one. Or you will follow us back to our hideout in Lily Cove City. Why? Why would Team Magma steal my Submarine Explorer 1? They can't be after the slumbering Pokemon at the bottom of the sea. But if I were to chase them, I don't stand a chance against them. And that's where we're going to leave the episode this time, people. So next episode, I'm going to be far more awake, and I'm not going to have work contacting me every 10 minutes, be like, yo, we need ya, yo, we need you. So that won't be happening next time. So yeah, the next episode will be a little bit more on track. We do have to do the Team Magma hideout, and this being Ruby, I don't think we're going to have any encounters there. If we're playing Sapphire, there would be an encounter for us to get the Team Aqua hideout, but not the case for Ruby. And then depending on where we end up there at the end of the episode, we'll be then moving on to the next town, which I am so forgetting at the moment, the name of it, because as I said, it's way too early in the day for me at the moment, but that's happening regardless. So anyways, hope you guys enjoyed that episode, and until next time, this is Lady KrimZen saying ciao for now, but not forever. Ciao!